Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Cover the Spread for Thursday, May 22nd, 2025. And hey, if you're new to Cover the Spread, welcome aboard. Glad to have you. Make sure you subscribe. That way you don't miss out when the video drops. And also, hey, give us a thumbs up. Greatly appreciated. And as always, we'll get to the capper, see how they're doing, and then we'll get to the three picks that we're looking at here today. A couple of MLB, and then we'll get right back to the NBA conference finals as well. So let's kick it off. How are you doing here today on this Thursday, Ramon?
Yeah, no doubt, Rod. These conference finals are heating up here. We're just getting rolling, really. So we're going to get some winners to you here. And now, we got a little matinee action in baseball as well. So it's all about the winning here on Cover the Spread.
Definitely. We're trying to because I hit a little bump in the road, but hey, for me, down the last 9-7-2, a little run here, hit a bump in the road on the way. Those happen. So looking for a bounce back here today with Wednesday's pending as we're shooting this video for Thursday's action. Head on over to Al. How are you doing here on this Thursday, Al?
Guess that brings my run to 6-3. Dropped my play on the Reds. I thought I was going to be more worried about Martinez than this offense against Falter, but hey, Falter showed up. Credit to him, and the Reds bats sure did not. So looking for a bounce back today.
Definitely. I'm with you. Bounce back. Let's knock it out of the park. First game we're looking at, we got the Angels taking on the Athletics. This is my game, so kick us off here on this Thursday. We got Tyler Anderson on the mound for the Angels, and hey, he's been rolling along 3-2 in his last 5 with a 2.43 ERA. Definitely been pitching well. Averages about 5 innings of work, where he's over his last 5. Definitely pitching well. He's only given up 3 earned runs once in his last 5 starts. And then you look on the other side for the Athletics. Severino on the mound. He's 4-1 in his last 5, so he was pitching well. And then his last couple, he's hit a little bump in the road where he got the win 2 games ago. It was against Seattle only because it was kind of an out-dueling there. It was a 7-6 final in that one, but he went 6 innings, gave up 5 hits, 4 earned runs, 4 walks. Then his next time out against the Yankees, hey, the big bad bats of the Yankees, he got rocked in that one. Only went 4 innings, gave up 9 hits, 8 earned runs, a couple walks there. So the Yankees got to him. What are we going to get here? These Angels bats have heated up over their last few games. Definitely on a nice run and continuing to add W's has been this Angels squad. So you know what? I'm going to take the Angels here in the spot with Tyler Anderson on the mound. I know that bullpen hasn't been the greatest, but expect at least 5-6 innings against an Athletic squad that last time he went 7 innings, gave up 6 hits, 3 earned runs. Expect kind of the same or even a better performance from Tyler in this spot. Give me the Angels in this one to kickstart our Thursday. Headed on over to Ramon. What do you like hearing this one? Angels or Athletics on Thursday?
Man, Rod, Angels hot, and A's were not coming in, and you keep calling them the homeless for they don't play well at home. Whatever's going on with they're not used to those surroundings, maybe or whatnot. Just a bad home record right now, and the Angels are kind of home wreckers here. The way they're going at this point with their hot play here, but look, you mentioned some quality starters. I think Tyler Anderson; those are pretty good numbers. And Severino, well, I guess he's kind of earned his pay. He's had to pay somebody here this season, so Louis got most of the money coming in. It felt like, but he's been all right for sure. Pretty bad 1-4 record, but hey, these are the A's after all. But I'm more looking at the bullpens. These guys can't throw complete games here, so we're going to get into the 2 worst bullpens in the American League somewhere down the line here in this one, playing in a ballpark that we know that, hey, for a while we want to say, maybe it's a fluke. Maybe there's not a lot of runs going up there in the Sacramento Cats Stadium. No, there's a lot of runs. The A's are 15-8 to the over so far, and the Angels are 24-14 to the over as an underdog here. So look, maybe closely rated game, but the A's are still maybe a little bit too high. I think that's why it's a great call there. But I'm going to go with the over 10 runs in this one, guys. We're still seeing runs being scored. And once we get into that bullpen, you got the Angels with a bullpen ERA over 6.5, the A's with a bullpen over 5.5. I think we can get there. Give me the over on Thursday afternoon, Angels and A's from West Sacramento. Weird to say.
Right. Heading on over to Al. What do you like here in this one? Angels or Athletics on Thursday?
I gotta agree with pretty much everything you guys just said. I mean, as far as the side's concerned, I'm definitely leaning Angels. They've been the much hotter team, as you both have mentioned. And as far as the total's concerned, I like the over as well. I mean, as you said, Anderson's been pitching well, but I don't know, maybe pitching a little bit above his. We haven't seen him pitch this well in a while, I'll put it that way. And still think he's the better option here. I like, again, the Angels as a side, but again, we mentioned the bullpens too, so I think we get some offense going in this one and get us over the total as well.
That wraps up the first MLB game we looked at. Let's head on over to the next game we got rolling here. And looking at this game, to get us going, we got Seattle, taking on Houston here. Nice divisional battle here on this Thursday night. Kick it on over to Ramon. What do you like here in this one, Seattle or the Astros on Thursday?
Well, I know Mariners fans are looking forward to this one because of the return of George Kirby here. He'll come much better. You guys know that control-wise, and Kirby's probably the best in the game. Actually, he's led the league here basically in 2 straight seasons with a strikeout-to-walk ratio, and also walks per 9 is usually the lowest in the league. That's what makes Kirby so great. He had a 3.53 ERA last year, went 14-11, so he has been through 3 rehab starts. He had shoulder inflammation, had to shut him down right before the season. So a little bit unfortunate for this Mariners team, expected to certainly compete for a division title. That's what makes this series so important here. Even though we're in late May here, you got 2 top clubs expected to compete, with all due respect to the Rangers right now, and maybe the Angels, I don't know. But still, the Mariners here with Kirby, I've got to go with them. They came out with a line minus $1.20, $1.25 or so. I don't know if that's necessarily becoming of Kirby, because you got Lance McCullers here going for Houston, who is on his comeback of his own, but he hasn't looked too good. I think Kirby is probably set for a good, solid appearance, even if he has to go a little bit shorter here. McCullers so far, a 7.88 ERA, and his road back to the major leagues has been a little more fraught with serious injuries. So for me, I got to take Seattle here, a distinct advantage, and laying just $1.25 or so. Give me the Mariners here on Thursday night.
Head on over to Al. What do you like here in this one, Seattle or Houston on Thursday?
Yeah, if Kirby can show up, I definitely like the Mariners as far as the side's concerned. But I'll take a look at this total here. And Kirby didn't look too great in his last couple of starts here in his rehab assignment, giving up 4 earned in 4 innings in his last one, 3 earned in 3 innings in the one before that. And again, he's not expected to go too deep into this one, so we will see some bullpen action here too. On the other side, you got Lance McCullers, who had that one terrible start against the Reds, who just got 1 out and gave up 7 earned there in that one. And hasn't gone deep in his other starts either. So, again, we're going to see a lot of bullpen here, and I think we get some offense going. I'll look at this one to go over the total.
Yeah, for me here in this one, I'm with Ramon. I think you got, even if it is for his first start back here, I like Kirby in this spot and Seattle. These are the games that Seattle must win. Why? Because they need to win the division. And if you want to win this division, guess what? You got to beat the big bad Astros to win that division crown. And I like Seattle's chances this year to win that division. So I'm with you. These are one of these games that you must get up and beat the Astros. So with Kirby on the mound, it gives them that opportunity. I'll give it to McCullers. His last game, he definitely showed some improvement. Went 4 innings, and he kept on the walks. That's his biggest issue. And since we've seen him come back, he gave up 3 walks. And that one time he went, what, 0.1 of an inning because he gave up 3 walks and a home run and a couple hits. And next thing you know, you've given up 7 earned runs in that spot. And it's like, woo, that's craziness. But you look at his last time, he actually pitched not too well, not too bad. So at least maybe you're seeing some improvement, but I don't think so. I think Seattle here in this one. I think they've got this one circled on their calendar to get the win. Hey, that wraps up the baseball slate of things. Let's head on over to the NBA, where we got game 2 going here in this one. Minnesota Timberwolves taking on OKC again. Line looking almost eerily familiar to what it was last game when you got OKC laying 7.5 here in this one. Al's turn to tackle the NBA to get us going here. What do you got for us here in this one? Minnesota or OKC Thursday night?
Yeah, this is one that let us down last time, and it was looking good at the start. They came out and won that first half again, bringing them to 4-1 now in the first halves against these Thunder. So definitely makes this first half look interesting. They're still getting 4 points there as well. Definitely be taking a look at that, but my stronger play here will be on the full game. We're actually seeing the 7.5 start to disappear, so if you could still grab one of those by the time you see this, make sure you jump on it. Again, that's why we always tell you to smash that notification bell and make sure you get these videos as soon as they drop and get the best numbers. I'm not giving up on these Timberwolves. As I was saying, they came out strong in the first half. Third quarter was ugly. They lost that one by 14, and then lost the fourth quarter by 16. But I can't expect this team. There's just too much talent on this team to get blown out consistently. And again, Thunder, gotta give them credit for what they've done all season and postseason at home. But I think the Timberwolves actually got a shot to win this one outright. Call me crazy if you want, but I'm definitely taking the points here with the Timberwolves right back on them. And grab the 7.5, 7, whatever you can get, best number you can. And I think this one's a lot closer than that.
Head on over to Ramon. What do you like here in this one? Timberwolves or OKC on Thursday night?
Yeah, guys, full transparency. I had a prop in the last game, and it was Randall, and he went over in the first half, and I went under in the game in his point total. Now, to me, that was a big sign because that was reliant too much on Julius Randle. That shouldn't necessarily be happening. Now, I don't mind if Randall wants to beat me on my prop, but he shouldn't have to come out there and carry the team in the first half. That is a big concern for me. And then finishing with just 88 points against this Oklahoma City Thunder defense. It has, great defenders. I mean, you could get a guy here, all around these guys, but Caruso, one of the best defenders in the game here right now. And the way Gobert, he had those early fouls. Now, I'm not saying that affected Minnesota in any way offensively. We know that, but it did change the spectrum of the game a little bit. Yeah, Randall had all those points, but there had to be some concern there for me with him scoring as many points as he did. I think it was evident in the second half. They were having trouble finding an answer here. What is it with Edwards? He just seems to blend in when you need him to stand out. When you need your Jordan, you don't need Craig Hodges. So I don't know if Minnesota's going to be able, they're going to have to play better defense for sure. I'm going under in this game. It went under in the first game. I think, you could see totals going lower in this series as we go along here if this keeps up. 114 was a good performance offensively for OKC, but Minnesota needs better defense in the second half. I'm going under here in this one in game 2, 214.
I'm going to just we're going to swap. Al taking the full game. I'm going to go that first half. I think Minnesota, they need to come out with a good game. They did it in the first game, but OKC made the adjustments in that second half and defensively, and then look what they did. So now it's Minnesota's turn to make those adjustments again and come out here in this game 2 and be fired out of a cannon and do what you've done all season long, and that's cover those first half for us here. It's a 4 again, same numbers. So give me the 4 with Minnesota there in the first half. In this one, it's just one of those spots that they've covered, even against these good teams that are outscoring their teams by 3 points or more in a game. 14-3 ATS in that first half is this Minnesota squad. And then you look at OKC off of a 20-point blowout win at home. 1-4 ATS in that first half. So, yeah, I'll take Minnesota plus the 4 there in that first half. Hey, that wraps up the Thursday slate of action we got for you here at Cover the Spread. As always, let us know in the comments section below what do you think about the 3 games we covered here today. And as always, we'll do a quick little recap. First game we looked at was in MLB. We got the Angels here in this one, taking on the Athletics. My game, I think the Angels get the job done against the Athletics, as we know the Athletics at home haven't been very good. And then we got Seattle taking on Houston. Big divisional game here. This is Ramon's, and he says, grab the return of Kirby. Get Seattle the win and carry some momentum there for Seattle. The Mariners there and that one on Thursday. And then we got Ninos saying they're going to bounce back here. Think the Timberwolves make this a series. Grab the points you can get with Minnesota here in game number 2 on Thursday night. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Have yourself a wonderful Thursday. Let's make it a win-in-1. And what are we doing here? As always, we are trying to cover the spread.